Once upon a time, in a small village in southeastern Nigeria, there lived three young people who grew up on the same dusty streets. Their names were Ndidi, Emeka, and Ebuka. As children, they ran through the same fields, climbed the same mango trees, and swam in the same muddy stream during the rainy season. But as they grew older, their lives began to move in different directions. Ndidi remained humble and hardworking, helping her parents in the family shop. Ebuka focused on his education and dreamed of leaving the village one day to become something greater. Emeka, however, chose a darker road, the path of cruelty. At first, people only heard rumors, whispers of houses being broken into at night, whispers of a robber moving from village to village. But what frightened people most was the cruelty of the robber. He did not only steal, he also harmed the women and girls he found inside the houses he attacked. The stories became more terrifying with each telling, but nobody knew exactly who the robber was. Until the night everything changed. The house at the edge of the village. One night, Emeka broke into the house of an elderly man who lived quietly with his family. The old man had little wealth, just a few goats, some savings, and a small house he had built after years of hard work. When Emeka entered with his weapon, the old man did not resist. He fell to his knees. "Take everything," he begged. "Take the money, take the goats, take anything you want." But then the old man added something else. "Please, leave my child alone. She is the only treasure I have." For a moment, the room was silent. The old man's voice trembled, but Emeka had long buried the part of himself that could feel compassion. He ignored the plea, the capture. When Emeka finally left the house, carrying what he had stolen, something unexpected happened. Neighbors had heard the noise. Word spread quickly. Men from nearby compounds surrounded the road. Before Emeka could escape, the crowd captured him. The villagers were furious. They had heard the stories. They had lived in fear for months. Some began shouting. Others dragged him toward the village square. In anger, some men prepared the tires and fuel often used in mob punishment. Emeka's courage vanished. He fell to the ground and began pleading. "This is my first time," he cried. "Please, forgive me." The shouting woke the old man whose house had been attacked. He stepped outside and followed the noise until he reached the square. There he saw the crowd surrounding Emeka, and Emeka saw him. Immediately Emeka crawled toward the old man. "Sir, please tell them not to kill me," he begged desperately. "You are the only one who can save me." The crowd fell silent. Everyone turned toward the old man. The words that followed, the old man looked at Emeka for a long time. His eyes were heavy with pain. Then he spoke slowly. "You came into my house tonight. I gave you everything I had. I begged you to leave the one thing most precious to me." He paused. "And you refused?" Emeka began crying harder. "Please, sir, forgive me." The old man sighed deeply. "I begged you for mercy. You refused to listen." The crowd watched in silence. Finally, the old man spoke again. "You are asking me now for the mercy you refused to give." The weight of pain. The villagers continued with their punishment. The old man turned away before the final moment, because even justice carried pain. Nothing that happened that night could undo the suffering his family had endured, and nothing could erase the wound left in his heart. The moral: cruelty has consequences. When someone repeatedly ignores the suffering of others, they destroy the mercy that might one day save them. A person who refuses compassion when others beg for it may one day beg for the same compassion and find none left. Final reflection. In many communities, elders repeat a simple warning: never become the kind of person who laughs when others cry, because the day may come when you are the one asking for mercy. What are your thoughts? Thanks for watching.